Hello. My name's Matt, and this is the Duelist League. It was going to be a Geargia deck profile. I got 10th place at the regional in Chicago with it, went undefeated the first 7 rounds, and then round 8 I lost, and then round 9 I lost, so it was upsetting. But started off 3 Geargia armor, 3 Geargia arsenal. Some people run 2. I really like running 3 just because it's really important to get the armor set on the first turn. If you don't get it set on your first turn, then you're playing behind the whole duel. So then 3 accelerator, 3 Geargiano Mark IIs, and 1 original Geargiano. Geargiano Mark II, I like him a lot just because you can summon him and then get something from your grave, so it's pretty cool. A lot of times if you just have him and a Birdman, then you can put someone in an accelerator and then you can actually do stuff. And Geargiano, I like him too at 1. He's mandatory to run, but a lot of people forget about his effect, that whatever machine you get out, their effects are negated. So I use that a lot, because I'll just get out an armor or something, and then I'll just set it, and they won't know. And then your tuners. The 3 Kawakuris, and then Birdman. Spells 3 Upstart. I had 3 Pot of Duality originally. I like Pot of Duality better, but it just it was happening too many times where I'd have an arsenal and then activate Duality and I wouldn't draw an armor. So Upstart for this deck is better. 3 MST, because when you go in for the big game push, you don't want to get stopped. So Dark Hole, Book of Moon, Lunar Removal. 3 Rescue Rabbit. Yeah, it's just fucking broken. Just during their end phase, just activate this, and then you're good to go. 3 Phoenix Chain. This put in so much work. I played a lot of Inzectors and Fire Fist, and yeah, Phoenix Chain just won me their games because those decks just revolve around their monster effects, and when you Phoenix Chain them, they don't work. 2 Trapstone, just because this deck can be really explosive, so just activate the Trapstone, and then usually you can go for game. 2 Mirror Force, Compulse, Torrential, Bottomless, and Solemn.
All those traps.
Yep. And then for the extra deck, the Synchros, 2 Burrito. I usually get 2 of him out and a Beret, and then usually a Gear Dragon X, and yeah, so just 2 of Burrito. Then other low blades are Crimson Blader and Stardust. Crimson Blader just stops stuff, and then if I can make Stardust, like if I don't have game, or if my opponent has some set back row, I'll make Stardust just because it stops Mirror Force and Dark Hole. 2 Beret, and then 1 Black Rose. Then Exceeds, Gear Dragon X, 2 of them. And then these are just generic rank 4s. I've got Abyss Dweller. This card is really good. I use it a lot in the regional.
Beat that Inzector deck.
Yeah, I beat the Verdant Sanctuary Inzector deck. With it, they were like their what are those cards? Giant Rat. They're like
It was Giant Rat.
I know. Are they like floaters? Whatever. It just stops all the monsters that they run that say when they get destroyed by battle, they special summon 1 from their deck. And then I also used it against Hierotix when he had a Dragon Ruler and then he couldn't get his Hierotic effects off. So that also won me the game. Daigusto Emerald, just because it recycles everything, my accelerators and the tuners. So that's always good. If you need to grind it out, Emerald is really good. Cowboy to finish games, Maestroke. And then Fortune Tune. I like Fortune Tune over Zenmaines because it doesn't get targeted, but it also shuffles in your Geargianos, and that makes your third Geargia gear live again. And then Leviair, I usually just special summon Birdman, either for extra damage or to synchro summon more. And that's the deck.
Side deck?
Side deck, I don't have it anymore because I borrowed cards, but
Oh, yeah.
Harpies are probably the worst matchup, honestly, because I lost to Harpies and then Fire Fist. The Fire Fist guy, I just drew kind of bad, but it's not really a bad matchup that I had. But Harpies, it's definitely the worst matchup because they get the Hunting Ground out and they just pop all your back row. Like if they have the Harpy Dancer, then they can just pop 2 freaking Spell and Traps just with that one card. And also Lightning Shidori just bounces your armor back to the deck, so unless you have a Solemn or a Fiendish Chain, then you're kind of screwed. So Harpies is definitely the worst matchup. But yeah, I got 10th place. There were 420 people there, so I did pretty well. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, TDL, out.